Welcome back to the Learning Library. In this video, we are going to read Maisy Goes to the Museum. So we know by the title that Maisy is a character and she is going to go visit the museum. But I wonder what kind of museum Maisy is going to visit. Let's look at the cover. What creature is that? A dinosaur. So it looks like she's going to visit a museum that has dinosaur fossils. Let's find out. Maisy Goes to the Museum. Written and illustrated by Lucy Cousins. So that means Lucy wrote the words in the story and she drew the pictures in the story. It's a rainy day and Maisy and her friends are going to the museum. First, they look at dinosaurs. What enormous bones! And look at the fossilized dinosaur eggs. In the transportation section, Charlie looks at the vintage car and the old bicycle and the double-decker bus. So this museum has lots of different sections and areas. It's not just one thing you can learn and find out in the museum. It's not just dinosaurs. There's a lot of different cool things to learn in this museum. What a wonderful old biplane. And look here, a satellite and a rocket. Wow. Maisy imagines being an astronaut and flying to the moon with the panda. There's also room with old toys. Tallulah's favorite is the pretty dollhouse with all the tiny furniture. So that's a collectible dollhouse. You can't play with it, but you can look and observe it. Maisy and Charlie marvel at the brightly colored birds in the animal exhibit. Tallulah inspects the bugs. Cyril makes friends with the saber-toothed cat. Eddie looks at the woolly mammoth. Now, do you think these animals and creatures are still walking and roaming the earth today? Or do you think that they're extinct? Extinct means they no longer exist on the earth. You can't find them anywhere you go. I wonder. There's so much to see and do at the museum. You can draw, play with puppets, make music. Have you ever been to a museum before? And dress up in the costume room. Maisy dresses up as an Egyptian. Cyril is a knight. Look at his shining armor. Now it's time to visit the food exhibit. Maisy and her friends go to the museum's cafe and have sandwiches and juice. That sounds yummy. When they leave the museum, the sun is shining. What a fun day at the museum. Bye-bye, Maisy. Wow, Maisy visited a museum that had all sorts of things. The 3 questions that I would like for you to answer on Class Dojo about the book, Maisy Goes to the Museum. The first question is, what types of things did Maisy see in the museum? My second question is, are those animals that Maisy saw in the museum extinct, or are they living and walking the earth today? So do you think that dinosaurs are still living, or do you think they've all passed away? My third question is, have you ever been to a museum? And if you have, what was your favorite exhibit? But if you haven't been to a museum, what do you think your favorite exhibit would be that you saw in this book, Maisy Goes to the Museum? So it's okay if you've never been to a museum because you got to go on one in the book. I can't wait to read and listen to your responses on Class Dojo. Until next time, I wish you well.